welcome back to the channel. My name is Davissa. So today we are going to work some more on our color along in Fragile World. And so far, in my little pumpkin, we have done the background and part of the butterfly. So I will zoom you in, get everything ready, and we will get started. And I'm sorry if you hear my son in the background. He's playing, he's home from school now, and he's very rambunctious. But all right, I'm gonna get everything out and set up and ready to go, and we'll get started. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I now have all the pencils pulled out, and we are ready to go. So we'll start back up here and finish this. I'm not sure how much we'll get done today, but we will see. I may just do a couple more in case you didn't see the first part, and then do something else and pause and get everything finished, so that you're not watching me do the same step over and over and over again. I'm sure that would be very boring for you. Okay, so we're using Starjoy colored pencils, and the combination that we are using so far for the butterfly is, make sure you can see this if possible, permanent green number 37, dark yellow green number 35, and leaf green light number 29. Okay, so I'm just going to take the permanent green and start in this corner with a little bit of heavy pressure and work my way out, lightening the pressure as I go until I'm barely touching the paper with this pencil, and feather that out for our next color to blend into. Okay. All right, and then since this is attached to this, we'll also do a little bit on this section in this color. And again, heavy pressure, then lightening it up until you're barely touching the paper. Just leaving a tiniest hint of color. Okay, now we're gonna go in with our dark yellow green, go over everything we've done, and do the same thing. Start off with heavier pressure and lighten that up as you go across. And this one, I think we'll also add some yellow on the very tip of this segment, so we will go about that far. Lighten up. And get my brush. Okay, and then we'll do the same here. Heavy pressure, lighten that up as you go across. Okay, and then we're gonna come in with our leaf green light. Go over all of that. And do the same process, heavy pressure, and then lighten it up to where it barely touches the page. Move down here and do the same. Barely, barely. Okay. And then the yellow that we were adding to this from our yellow combination is the light yellow, number 25. And we'll just, again, go over all of what we've already done, so that it helps blend those colors together. And then fill in the rest of the white space with this color. And I just snap my tip a little. I think I have them a little too sharp. I sharpened everything before I started today, and I might have over sharpened a little. That's okay. Not too big a deal. We'll come down here and do the same. Fill in that white space and then go over everything. Make sure everything is blending nicely. And so that's basically how we've done the rest of this, except for I believe these like 4 or 5 segments. I don't believe we added the yellow. But these we did, and the yellow we put in here. So I'm gonna pause the video real quick and I will let you know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to finish this one off camera, and I'm gonna do the segments down here that I plan on having the green in off camera, and we'll come back and then I'll show you how we'll do the rest of these segments. I'll be right back. Okay, so let me move this up a little. Okay, so what I did was on this little section here, I did not include the yellow, but on these 2 parts here, I did. And then I moved down here, and I included the yellow on all of it, except for this little piece here, which was just the greens. So now, these we're gonna do in our yellow combination, which for that, I have medium yellow, number 26, light yellow, number 25, and Naples Yellow Light, number 23. So we're gonna go in with our medium yellow, and we will start in this corner, and we will do pretty much the same thing, fade it out. Lighten up the pressure. Again here, lighten up that pressure, feather it out. We'll do that on all of these. Just go ahead and put in this color. And this one here. Okay. And then this one, I'm just gonna go in that direction, fade it out. Okay. Then we will take our light yellow again, go over what we laid down. Let me make sure you can see what I'm doing here. Okay. Sorry about that. Took our light yellow, go over what we did, feather that out. Do the same on all of these little sections. Okay. And now, with our Naples Yellow Light, we'll go over everything and blend those together and extend that out. And if any of your colors you feel aren't quite deep enough, you can always go back in, as long as you haven't completely burnished the page. Oops. Sorry, let me adjust my cutting mat there. We're going to do this part as well, same way. And lastly, this, excuse me, this little segment down here. And apologize if you hear my son in there singing and playing. He's in his room having fun. I'm just going back over all of these with this Naples yellow light. Okay. Just a quick little light there. Okay. Now, we need to do these little parts too. I did miss that before. So go back in with our greens. Permanent green. And we'll do these little spots the same way, pretty much. Put a little permanent green down, fade it up. Both of these little areas. And then we will do the dark yellow green. Go over that, fade it up, leave room for our last color. And lastly, our leaf green lights. Okay. Okay. Now, there's this back wing here too that has some segments on it, but I think we will do those off camera, and so that we can move on and get a few more elements done on the page before we're done filming today. So, let me move this again real quick. I apologize. All right. So, on his body, if you can see here, this section Kerby has left out that looks almost like a zigzag, wavy type of pattern there in the middle of the body. When I looked these up online, photos of them, this little area is usually red. So we're going to fill this in with a red combination, and then everything around that will be our black and gray combination. So I have pulled 3 colors. Give me 1 second though. Okay, so we have here cadmium red, vermilion, and scarlet red. That's cadmium red is 91, vermilion is number 3, and scarlet red is number 4. So we'll go with our cadmium red, and I'm going to take this kind of around the edges of this little pattern that Kerby has drawn in. Just a little, because we're going to try to fit all 3 colors in here. So okay, and try to have a soft edge around that so it will easily blend into our next color. Okay, and then we will take the vermilion and go over that and bring it out just a tiny bit. So again, we want to leave room for our 3rd color. Just bring the color out just a little and leave a soft edge with this one as well. Okay, and then we're going to take our Scarlet Lake, Scarlet Red, sorry, used to Prismas, I apologize. And we're going to go over all of this and blend it together, fill in all that white space that we left. Well, it wasn't a lot of white space, but we did leave some. And there we go. Wipe that off. Okay. So now we will take, for the black areas on his wings and his body and everything, we are going to use Ivory Black, Cool Gray Deep, and Davy's Gray. Sorry, Ivory Black 112, Cool Gray Deep 119, and Davy's Gray 115. Okay, so I'm going to take this Ivory Black, and basically I'm going to follow Kerby's, the way he's drawn this in for us. And anywhere where it is really dark is where my Ivory Black is going to go. Let me see if I can zoom you in a little bit more on his body there. Okay, so all this area in here that's really dark, we're going to fill this in with the Ivory Black and fade that out a little. And then here where his eye is, and then right in here. And again, you're going to want to still leave as much of a soft edge as you can, because we do have our other colors that we're going to add in. I'm just kind of dotting around, putting this in all the spots where he has it darkest. Right in here. Right in here. Up under here. Okay, and then we will take, grab the wrong pencil. We'll take our Cool Gray Deep, if you can see that. Sorry for the glare. We'll go over that and extend it out into this other area, leaving a soft edge here as much as possible. And leaving, I apologize, leaving room for our last color. Okay. Do this here. I'm going to put a little bit of this right up here, and in here, and down here. Okay, and then a little on his legs. Okay. And lastly, we will go in with our Davies Gray. And we will fill the rest of that in. Kind of light pressure and just kind of blend those colors around together. And all that space. Okay. Oops. Fill all this in. And down here. All the way around this red part. And now finish his legs. And for these skinny little legs, you're going to want a fairly sharp point because they are tiny little areas to get into. Okay. All right. Now we'll do pretty much the same thing on the wing. Let me zoom you back out just a little and pull this down so that you can see more of the wing here. So we're going to go back in with our ivory black, and again, everywhere that is darkest, we are going to put this ivory black and just kind of fade that out. Oops. Just a little hint here and there. Okay. And back up here. And around here. I'm gonna go right in there just a little. Okay. A little bit down in here. A little in here. And let's see. Along here. Whoops. In here. Okay. All right. And then our cool gray deep. Again. Go over that. Clear it out. Try to leave a little space for your Davies Gray to go. Okay. 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 Same thing down here. There's not a lot of area down here, so just kind of a little here and there. And there we go. And lastly, our Davies gray. And with this one, I'm going to go in the area where it doesn't have any pencil yet and work my way in towards the darkest color so we can kind of preserve that lighter area on the wing. And blend all that together. Go in here, end up in here, work our way around, going over all of it. Okay, in here, down here. Okay. I'll just fill all the rest of this in. Okay. Let me sharpen my pencil back. Apologize for the noise. Come up in here. All around here. There we go. All right, that's the top wing. And now we'll go over this bottom wing. And then, again, there's not a lot of space for this on the bottom wing. So we'll just do the best we can to get some of this color in here as well. Or if you wanted, you could strictly just go over this with your ivory black. That would be fine too. Okay. All right. Is anyone coloring along with me on this? If you are, please leave me a comment and let me know. I would love to know that. Okay, so this is our butterfly, except for this back wing back here. And again, we'll do that off camera. We'll do it the exact same way we did this. And I think now we will move on and do a couple of these flowers to show you. These flowers up here around the top of the butterfly, I'm going to do in shades of pink. And these down here are going to be purple. And then the little butterflies, I'm going to use the same colors as I used in the big one here, just to keep a more limited color palette. But okay, so the shades of pink that I have chosen for us are, hopefully you can see, I don't know, cherry pink, number 94, Jaipur pink, number 92, and opera rose, number 84. So we will start with our cherry pink. That's our darkest color. And let me zoom you back in and move this slightly. So we are going to start with a couple of these buds, and then we'll do a couple that are bloomed out before we move on. Okay. So sorry about all the movement. There we go. Now with this, I'm just gonna start at the top, a little heavy pressure, fade out, and then start back at the bottom. Same thing, heavy pressure, fade up. What is it? Hi. Do you wanna come say hi? Huh? Do you wanna come say hi to the people? Say hi. Okay, go play. Go play. All right, and then start again with this section, same way, a little bit darker at the top. And around the edges, and then darker where it meets the stem. And just fade that up. What? What is it? Just wanted some attention. It's okay. Hi. Now we're gonna go in with our Jaipur pink. Oh, you gonna come up and say hi? Now you are? You gonna sit on my book? Okay. We'll try to do this. We're gonna see if it works. Jaipur pink. She's, oh, okay, you're gonna sit next to that arm? Okay, that's good. That's good. Hi. That's sweet girl. This is Luna, for anyone who does not know. She's probably about probably about 5 months old now. We got her for my birthday, and she was 90 days old, and that was in July. Okay, I'm gonna go over, go over what I've already done, and just fade that up, and bring it out. And the same with up here, I just went over what I did and tried to fade that down. Hi, sweet girl. You gonna lay on my arm? That's okay. You can lay there. Okay, and then opera rose. You can't have the pencil though. No, 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 ma'am. No batting the pencil. No chewing on it either. Quit now. You're gonna have to get up. You'll have to get down. Yes, you will. I might have to zoom you out in a second so you can see this going on. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna chew on it. We're gonna lay, okay, we're gonna lay down, be good girl? Okay. Okay. Let me zoom you back in, I apologize. It was cute, she was just batting the pencil at first, and then she decided it might be tasty, so she was gonna try to chew on it. So yeah, we're taking our Opera Rose and just blending all these colors together. Hi, sweet girl. Mommy will be done soon, and when she is, then we'll go play, okay? Alright. Okay, so there's one of those. And we'll start over with our cherry pink. And I'm going to move on to this little bud here, and then I'll do one of the open blooms, and then we'll finish the rest of these off camera as well. So just do this the same way, basically. There, blend that out, come around the edge, and in here. You purring? Wonder if you all can hear her purring. She's purring like crazy, laying on my arm. All right, now it's a little tricky to do this when you can't lift your arm up at all. Next is Jaipur Pink. And just go over everything and blend it out a little. Okay. And lastly, our Opera Rose. Sweet girl. Alright, so there's that bloom. Yeah. And let's see, which one? I guess we probably better do this one since I'm not so sure I'm going to be able to get her to move yet. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, this isn't going to work too good, Luna. Honey, you might have to get off Mommy's arm for just a minute. There we go. That might work. Oh, you heard Leo. You want to go play with Leo? Huh? You can go play with Leo. Okay, so I have cherry pink. Now in here, of course, where the petal meets the center, I'm gonna go in a little darker. And again, you can always use the lines that Kerby has drawn as a hint of where it should be darker and where it should be lighter. And over here. Now on this one, I'm only going to do it darker towards the center of the flower. Right, sweet girl. Leave that like a nice soft feathered edge. Along here, just a tiny touch of this color. Along here, over here, just a little. And where this is bent a little bit, I'm going to put a little of this darker color right under that little spot, and then right under this butterfly, right in here. A little bit of this color here because it's also folded over right there a little. Okay, and then right in here. Hi, what are you doing? Just gonna sit there and be good. Watch mommy color. And a little in here. Okay. And then right under here, because these are coming out further than this area. So we're gonna put a little shadow down here. And along just the tiniest bit along in here where the stem comes up on it, the base of the flower. All right, now we will use our Jaipur pink and go over everything we've done, blend it together and fade it out. Nice soft feathered edge. And I'm gonna put this one, just a hair of it along in here. Fade that up. Okay, again here. Fade that out. And a tiny touch there. I think when we finish this flower, that will probably be where we leave it for today. And next week, we will tackle the purple flowers and the stems and leaves and any other elements on the page that we maybe haven't done, which I think that might be it, other than the smaller butterflies. And like I said, if you want to go ahead and do those off camera, we will do them in the same way that we did the larger one. However, if you'd rather see me do it in the video, if you'd rather watch me color along with you for the smaller butterflies, just leave me a comment and let me know that, and I'd be more than happy to do that for you. Okay, we have Opera Rose. This is our last color. I'm gonna start again in the white area and then bring that over everything we've done in circular motions and blend that all together. Okay, and this one here, same thing. Just mix those colors together. I have went out of the lines a little bit in a few spots. That's okay. I will clean that up off camera. It will be fine. Okay. Base of the flower, come up here, fill this this area in. I'm going to go back, before we come back on, I'm going to go back and look at my reference photo for these flowers and make sure, but I'm pretty sure these are yellow here. These, I'm not sure, what are they called? Stamen, maybe? Anyway, going to look at that again and make sure that that is what it is before I do that. So we will do that part in the next part too. We'll do the little, but you can go ahead and color all of the rest of these flowers in with the pink and save the centers, unless you choose to go ahead and do your centers. But if I'm right, and if they are, if I remember right, and they are yellow, then we will use the same yellow combination that we used on our butterfly, just to keep things balanced and cohesive. Okay. Our last little petal here. Hey, Luna. Hi. If she stays up here to where I can, when I'm done with this flower, I'll zoom out a little bit more and maybe you can actually get a good look at her for a change, instead of just seeing the back of her head. She's very pretty. She's a long hair, and I'm not sure, but I think from everything I've looked up, I think she's a Norwegian forest cat. Long hair Norwegian forest cat, I believe is what it was called. But once she sees the vet, hopefully they'll be able to tell me for sure. And the person who we got her from did not tell us what breed of cat she was. Okay, I think I'm pretty content with that. All right, let me zoom you back out so you can get a good look at it. There. Hi, pretty girl. Hi, you want to look at the peoples? And say hi. Luna. 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 She's going to turn away from the camera. All right, guys. I won't bore you too much more with my kitten sitting on my book. But yes, if you want to go ahead and finish these other flowers up here around the top of the butterfly, go ahead and use these same pinks, unless you're using your own color palette, which is perfectly okay by me, or, you know, of course, whatever makes everybody happy. But you can go ahead and fill those in. If you choose to, like I say, unless you would like to see me do it on camera, you can go ahead and do your other butterflies the same as this one. And next time we'll come back, we'll finish the stems and the leaves and the purple flowers at the bottom and the middle of the pink flowers, the little stamen or seed pods, whatever that's actually called there. But yeah, so if you like this video or videos like these, please consider giving me a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay safe and happy coloring. Bye, guys.